Hello.
everyone, welcome.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, boy!
Hey.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to the Resonite monthly recap stream. We'll be going over stuff that happened over the past month. I'm here with Bob, our finance officer, with Aegis from content team, and Nex, who's handling the streaming. So over the past month, like a lot of the things that we were kind of working on, they're kind of focused more on the business side of Resonite. One of those things is like we've been working on a new system for animating avatars in desktop, particularly, to make sure they kind of look, less stiff, they're kind of more alive. We've released like an early version of it like a few days ago, but there's still kind of more work to be done. Like earlier today, there's been like a build which kind of fixed a bunch of the issues that people reported. So what this animation system does, it essentially kind of replaces, how the hands and feet and the head are posed for the avatars to make them kind of essentially more like, lively. The system is very highly configurable. We've been having a number of people in the community who've been working on making a good set of defaults, because the ones that we're currently using, they're a little bit like, a lot of the motions are kind of very amplified, so they kind of tend to flail more. And people from the community have been helping us kind of tune those down and make it kind of look, like as best as it can be. So there's going to be like some more updates like over the upcoming like days and in the upcoming weeks to kind of polish it up. We did close 41 issues in last month on GitHub. It's been kind of quieter because of the business kind of obligations, but there's still kind of, work kind of being done on things like here and there, like for some of the smaller stuff. With the animation system, there's lots of ways to kind of configure it. There's like two main ones. One is like you can kind of configure the metrics for your avatar. So like, for example, the shoulder separation, feet separation, and so on. Tuning those that can help like make it look quite a bit better. There's also like the configuration component where you have like lots of parameters. That one's a lot more kind of advanced. So like there's it kind of requires a lot of kind of like work to kind of help fine tune it, but you can like use it to make the animation look in lots of different ways. Like for example, when avatar works, you can do like, make it do like very kind of light work or like a very heavy one and so on. So you can kind of customize it how it looks, but also it helps, people to kind of like fine tune it and try with lots of different avatars and, find a good set of defaults that will work well across lots of different avatars. We run into some like issues because there's like certain systems like posers. So some of the posers, they hijack proxies on the avatar, which is something which I kind of advise against, doing that. Like whenever there's like a system that controls something and you kind of depend on it, like, controlling a certain way, that can tend to break because like the path how it's controlled, can be changed or needs to be changed for certain features. But we added like a mechanism to make those old systems work. You can go to the settings under MISC, there's like this features and you can suppress the system. Or you can like, if you're out of one of the post systems or you know how to edit one, there's a component called locomotion animation suppressor. So you can put that component in and it's going to make those systems like still work. So we kind of wanted to like, even though like making them work out of the box wasn't possible, like we wanted to do that to kind of help maintain, some of the functionality. There's also like another part of the system that got added for, animating the poses is because, for example, when the characters like running or moving around, the fingers themselves were kind of like, stiff in desktop. They were essentially not moving at all. So as part of that, we added like a system for animating and posing hands in game. And we have like some samples of people who've been kind of doing stuff with it because the system is like used internally for like locomotion animations. So for example, when the avatar like is running, the hands will curl into fists. When they're like just standing around, the fingers like, they move very slightly. But the system is very general, and one of the goals was there to also address some of the things that people have been requesting for a while, which is ability where you can make, posers for the fingers that react to like button presses or like gestures and things like that. So for example, people who want to do specific gestures, or who want to who don't have like finger tracking systems and they want to communicate with sign language, this now provides the tooling so you can build those systems. So you see, like, here's this beautiful, totally not creepy, hand, but this is like animated with like the system, where like you can essentially control the curl of the individual fingers in display. I'm gonna show that in a second too. There's another one. This one's kind of funny. Like, there's always like the funniest things. Like whenever you add like new features, people do like kinds of kind of goofy stuff with it, and so you end up like with stuff like this as well, which is always makes things fun. I do have like one, so I can kind of show you a little bit how it works. Let me just go into my test folder here. The way like the system works is you can create like poses. You can essentially capture poses. Oh, where did my developer tool go? I had it here, I think. So I'm just gonna open this app. This is like a testing ring I've been using. Let me just go high up. So we got the system. So this one's testing like a finger splay. So you can see like I can like adjust these parameters, and it changes how much the fingers are essentially splayed. And there's a bunch of different filters you can use. This is also using finger reference pose source, and this one's a component that essentially lets you it lets you kind of like use hierarchy provide like a reference pose. For example, here's the thumb, and I don't actually see. I'm just gonna modify it like this way. So if I change something and say like I do like 90, oh, that's like the tip of the thumb. Let me move a little bit higher up. There we go. I'm gonna move it like significantly so you can kind of see how it moves. So I do like 90. You see how the thumb is kind of like moved, and you can pretty much like do anything. So if I like do like a driver and I make it like wobble, that's gonna make the hand wobble. So whatever you can do to transform hierarchy, you can do to hand poses, and kind of makes it like easier, like to make procedural ones, or just kind of hand pose one. Or I'm gonna show it in a second. I'm just gonna make it wobble first to kind of showcase how this works. I'm gonna do like a big value, so it's gonna look a bit goofy, but it makes it easy to see, what's happening. So you see, like now the fingers kind of moving, and essentially this is kind of feeding into the hand source, so we can like use it to pose hands on your avatar. I'm gonna get rid of this one. So the other cool thing you can do with this is if you do have a hand, like a finger tracking solution, you can actually capture position of your hands. For example, if I do a pose, I can capture my right hand, and you see now this is actually captured pose. So I've just captured this one, and I can use it. And there's like other components where you can further modify it, and where you can also like blend between different captured poses. Or it can be like I can be like giving thumbs up. So if I go back and I go capture my right hand, now it's giving a thumbs up. You see, it just kind of captures it. There's other components where you can kind of blend between those poses as well. So I can, for example, I could take, if I go into users, come over to system, fingers, there's, for example, pose lerp. And if I attach this one, this lets me like interpolate between two different poses. So what I could even do is, take the one that's on my avatar. I'm gonna open up my hand. Right first, there we go. So there's the hand poser, it poses the hand. I'm just gonna grab the, the source. This is the source for finger poses, that's currently driving my hand. I'm gonna drop it as one of these, and then I'm gonna drop the other one here. And then for this one, I'm gonna drop this one as the new source for the poser. So let me just make sure hand armature left. I find the hand poser. There we go, hand poser. And I will drop the pause lerp as the source. And now what I can do is I can, if I deselect this, I can interpolate. Oh, something broke. There we go. Is it working? I did something wrong. That's what it was an updating, I think. There we go. See, now it's kind of interpolating between them. So there's like, fist preset. I can do like point. And you can like use this to blend between multiple poses. There's like another one, like I'm not gonna like show like all of them, but like there's another one where you can have like a multiplexer and you can switch between them, so you can predefine lots of gestures and then kind of like use to interpolate them, and you can also like apply like modifiers on top of that. So that pretty much covers the animation system. There's like I said, there's still like kind of more work to do, so like there's gonna be like polish and improvements over the next week or so. Next thing we have is like we have to do some like content team additions. I'm gonna hand this one to Aegis.
Now, after going through a lot of our internal storage and organizing, kind of like digital spring cleaning, the next phase of that is going through the Resonite Essentials itself. So I've been going through each category of folders and seeing how to kind of like organize it to make it easier for folks to find things, as well as places for people to submit their public folders. And the form is going to be updated once again to include the different categories that would be good for people to list their content to kind of filter out in the essentials. So say if you want a avatar to be submitted, we can put that in like our avatars folder, tools, and like gadgets, 3D models, assets, etc. As well as throughout the month, there have been some sound effects made for the UI, I recall, as the Battle Knights vehicle as well too, that I've been mainly focusing on a lot of the tweaking and refining of the animation system. Kind of had some time to update the vehicle system as well, installing new sounds and new mechanics into it. That should be it.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Aegis. And similarly, kind of like to like engineering team, like a lot of the kind of bandwidth last month for the content team has been them kind of helping us also like with the procedural animation system, but also working on some other kind of requirements for some more like kind of business use cases. There's actually a few things as well, like where one of the things in the latest update is there's been lots of improvements to our universe system, which kind of allows Resonite to be used within companies where we essentially provide like like a white label solution where instead of everything kind of being Resonite, the company can get like a build that's branded to them. That's including like on splash screen, but also like when they launch, they have like their own dash, like with their own, like that's kind of customized for business use. All of it kind of like branding stuff is kind of replaced with the company's things. And Probable Prime has been kind of working on like lots of these additions and improvements. If you check out the latest devlog, he actually made an example of like sort of like a fake kind of like company to just showcase how the system works. So if you're kind of more interested in that, like I recommend like checking that one out as well. So with that, we can move on to the next topic, which is the business office hours. And I'm gonna hand this one to Bob.
All right. Hey everyone, glad to be here for another recap stream. All y'all seem to be addicted to my graphs and charts, and I guess I'm your dealer. On our first slide, we have the monthly breakdown of our Patreon income and fees. There was an uptick in total revenue and a slight decrease in overall fees. They remain quite high at about 14.5%. We're excited to report progress on our Stripe implementation and want to provide an update on what their fee structure would look like. We'll essentially be removing the 8% Patreon platform fee, bringing us down to 6.5%. Another step we're going to take is to reimagine our $1 Wanderer tier. Instead of charging $1 for 12 months, we will make more money charging $10 for an annual subscription. Implementing this additional change is forecasted to bring our costs down to about 6%. You save while we greatly lower our costs. It'll also be very easy to move from tier to tier, so you don't need to feel locked into an annual subscription. So let's go ahead and move on to our next slide. We can report that new user growth has remained steady at about 3,000 new users per month. Additionally, we had an uptick in the number of Patreon subs. Our membership has been extremely consistent this past year, and we thank those that continue to support us. Now, speaking of supporting us, we thank those that have pre-ordered the t-shirts from our new store. Sales have been going very well, and we have over 100 units sold, and we're going to start processing those orders on Monday. We would, however, like to be closer to 200 units by the end of the month-long pre-order campaign. This will help influence our decision to extend our product lines for winter wear, such as hoodies, beanies, and scarves, etc. If you're interested in seeing those added to the store, snag a shirt before the end of the campaign. They are of the highest quality, and our vendor has recently started working towards lowering their international shipping costs. There are additional things that are in the works at the moment, but we're not quite ready to fully announce. We're talking more partnership deals, more education clients, a white paper, but that's all going to have to be it for this month. Please stay tuned for next recap stream for more exciting updates.
Yes, we have like this like amazing kind of shirts. Like we've like next has been kind of working like getting kind of like these kind of out like with the rest of the team, and we've on the team like we've got ours like several like months ago. We kind of like did like a test run of it to make sure like the print is like good quality and that it just like looks good. So I have this like shirt IRL. Now we have like no avatars, and we've been kind of excited that like people everybody can get this shirt as well. So with that, like, we should be okay, like, to move on, like, to the Pictionary thing.
Oh, is that the last page?
Yeah, that was the last page.
Yeah, so we can kind of decide what you guys want. We can either go straight into our giveaway, or we can get into answering questions. So what do you guys want to do in chat? We'll let you guys respond.
Yeah, we could do either.
We're definitely going to still answer questions, but we can either. Which would you guys prefer to do first? Obviously, we're going to be doing both. So we got one so far saying that they want us to do the giveaway first. We got another person saying that they want to ask a question. Sure.
Well, I will answer one by Roseblood's. How comfy are the shirts? I can assure you they're cozy.
Oh,
yeah.
We just hit 100 viewers.
Oh, excellent. You guys came in at the right time for the... I think it would be good for us to start up doing the giveaway. So we're going to be heading over there in just a second. But yeah, the quality of the shirts are very good quality. The print quality is superb. It's not like something where it's a cheap type of print. They're all hand-pressed. So it's a really good quality shirt. We made sure of that before going forward with our...
Yeah.
I know like some people have been kind of concerned, that like the print is essentially gonna like kind of degrade like after a few washes. But like I've had it like mine since like, what was it, like beginning of May. And it's been like through several washes. I've been kind of using it, and so far it's been pretty good. So like on ourselves, like we're kind of happy with it.
Yeah, we ended up going with a small vendor. So instead of like one of those large vendors that makes thousands of shirts at low quality, we did a very small boutique vendor. It's a small business owner who has his own printing press and is also a user on our platform. So we do want to support our users and small business.
So I'm actually going to need and require the help of Fruxius. He is going to be my word giver. So basically what I'll need you to do is go on a Pictionary type thing or think up of a word. Either it could be one or two words. Okay. And then I or Aegis or Frux will be drawing it out on the board. So here's our board right here. This is what we're going to be using to drawing. That icon right up there is going to be flashing green if somebody gets it first, right? How you enter in and submit your answer would be !guess, and then put a space, and then type in your answer. So let's say the answer was cat. You would type in !guess, put a space, and then type in cat, and then hit enter. So
the question is, how complicated do we want the word to be?
Yeah, we'll start it with an easy one, but let's do not too easy though. We don't want it to be like almost like right off the bat. I would say go a little like a medium.
I'm gonna do medium.
As everyone's shirt
Let's
size
do
probably is.
Okay, I'll pick this one.
So we are gonna get started. I'm going to walk over and look at the word that Fruxius has chosen for us. Okay, cool. Got it.
Also, keep it lowercase. Just type everything lowercase.
It would be a lowercase word. And okay, so we're gonna get into this. No hints. And I'm gonna start. Is everybody ready? Let me get the thumbs up in chat. Yes, is everyone good? Here we go. I'm gonna be doing the first one. Here we go. 1 second. I'm trying to think what else I could draw with this.
We got 109 people spamming chat and they can't even figure it out.
Oh, we got it. Somebody got it. Okay, let's see who won that one. Ultra Shark VR, congratulations! You got the first one. There you go.
I'm just gonna move this
yeah, that's a cow.
here.
Sorry about that. I was gonna start doing like that with it
easy.
To give you guys more time. But then that might have been obvious, but
that is not a cowboy
very
hat.
small cow.
Hey,
You need a
it's
big
a good
old
thing.
10-gallon hat.
It's a good thing that I am bad at drawing. That makes it harder, okay?
Hey, my hat.
Aegis is gonna start. Remember, you guys, ! Guess, put in a space, and then type in what you think the answer is to win a Resonite shirt. And there goes Aegis.
This shirt.
Starts off with guess.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Right, yeah. Oh, we got lots of ones coming in. Oh,
Nope.
I think we immediately got plastic.
We got
We
it.
got
There we
it.
go. Okay, somebody got it.
I didn't even finish drawing a Lego.
Yeah.
That's why I said you got to make it harder for everyone. But who won that one? Axo,
Wait.
congratulations. They got it. They got it right for plastic.
Okay, that was quicker than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is like
I
a
already
really
knew
hard
it. I was
category.
The really hard category. You might as well just double the word to make it hard. Might as well just do
Okay,
that
so
one.
hard, double.
Right.
Hard two
So
word.
2 words hard. So
Okay. Very random.
this one's gonna be 2 words. I have
Okay.
2 words. Which is already drawing this one too.
You want me to?
I think
can.
you should draw it there, Frooks. I think you should.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think Frooks
so-
should draw this one. Okay.
So 2
is it
words, put a space between them, all lowercase. I'm gonna
exclamation
start.
mark, guess, space, and it's 2 words. Good luck, everyone.
Guess drop table.
You're
I love
gonna,
it.
you're gonna need it.
Oh, Frick's gotta scooch a little bit so people can see the thing. Ooh. Oh, I got it.
Wait, did somebody get it already?
No, I got it.
Yeah,
Let's see if chat
don't
can
say
get
it.
it.
Don't say it.
Like, I don't know the answer. I can guess the answer.
Actually, Frooks' drawings is pretty good.
Yeah.
We already got one.
Did somebody get it?
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
there's
yeah,
for
we got
slash saber cat
We got
for
it.
idea sneeze.
Yeah, the word was idea sneeze.
Yep.
Or 2 words. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
was
if I
it.
didn't pick it up. Like, we see it like on the history thing, but
That's not even a thing. Yeah. Yep. Congratulations there, Slash. You got our last shirt. Yay! Just didn't thing on there, but yes, congratulations. Now, since that's taken care of, we can actually go and answer you guys' questions.
Modern Baloney is asking, was the partial list actual combustion animations? We're pretty much gonna, go back into performance updates. We should be put like on a bit of a pause to kind of resolve some of the business kind of like requirements. The most immediate thing that I plan tackling myself is, like when you like host big sessions and there's like people join, and during that join everything kind of freezes for a bit. So one thing we kind of noticed ever since we did the performance update for headless, people are being able to host much bigger sessions than before. The problem is the bigger the session gets, the worse the join lag becomes. And this has been kind of putting kind of like a limit on that. So this is going to be one of the things that's going to be addressed most immediately next. With that, we're kind of rework the system because it's kind of code is kind of casty and so on. So this should kind of help with that and hosting big sessions. After that, there's 3 main tasks that need to happen to move the graphical client to the .NET 8 or .NET 9, which are if the releases at the time. One of them is the particle system needs to be fully moved to Flux Engine. Right now it's kind of still kind of like a hybrid. So we're gonna have our own system for that. That's gonna be completely custom. Another one is the audio system. We're also gonna have our custom integration with Steam Audio. We actually had one of our engineering interns, Cyro. He's been working. He's been working on sort of a thing that's related to that, which is integrating a library for doing audio reverb, because it's one of the things we need to recreate. He posted some stuff in the devlog recently, so if you want to check it out. And the last part that needs to happen is we need to rework how Flux Engine essentially communicates with the renderer, which is Unity, so it can be something that's piped over from one process to another. Because the current way the integration works, it both has performance issues because it's not the most optimal, and also it's not suitable for that. Once those 3 things are done, assuming nothing unexpected kind of pops up, we should be able to put most of the code into its own .NET 8 process. So it's going to run much faster, and with the graphical client being just with the graphical client, the Unity kind of handling the rendering its own process. That's going to provide the biggest kind of performance boost. It's also going to help once we switch to our own graphics rendering engine, because the same kind of communication system that's going to be used for Unity, we're going to adapt it to work with the new graphics engines as well. Next we have Cutting Cool. Are you going to rearrange the Flux nodes component panels? Yes. The ones that are kind of right now, they're not ideal. They're essentially the current ones, they're gonna get scrapped. When we did the UI update for settings UI, one of the core mechanisms we introduced is something called data feeds, and what it allows is is essentially a better approach to designing UI, where a lot of the common functionality, for example, being able to filter things through categories, search, make the UI for it in game and customize it. It sort of generalizes that. So what we're gonna do is use this new mechanism and redesign the component and protoflex selectors using the system. We're gonna have our content team design new version of UI, using the mechanism the same way it was done with the settings UI, and also give you the ability to either modify it or make your own very easily. So that's something that's going to be improved. It's also going to be functionality like search that's going to be kind of built in through this mechanism, because that's something that the data feeds provide natively. So next we have a question from Charsmere. What kind of plans do you have for future merch, if any?
Yeah.
Lots of things. So I did see people doing question marks also about a possible Fruxius plush. I mean, that would be really amazing. We would probably only do a very limited supply of something like that if we were to go forward with that. But I think a good thing of what even Bob was mentioning before, such as hoodies and beanies and other stuff coming in for the winter month, if things are going well for the amount of purchases that are made for the shirts that we have currently, and we want to push forward with adding more merch, we probably would add something like that. As well as I think another great thing would be some stickers, keychains,
coasters,
mousepad, coasters, or even a lot of people I see sure is saying like Loopy. I know that you guys love our little logo. You gave it a name. It's a living entity by this point. It's kind of like Flubber.
Loopy lamp.
Yeah. One thing I've actually been talking to with one of our partners is distribution of 3D printed objects created in Resonite. So you can build something in Resonite, send it to a company, have them print or manufacture it, and then send it to you. So that might be on the table sometime in the future.
And Modern, just to quickly answer that, since it's saying for how do you make a Gloopy plushie, I would imagine it would probably be stitched together, so then it would have like that kind of like logo and design. And we could work together with companies to possibly manufacture those sorts of things. But again, that's a little bit up in the air for the plushes, though. But definitely, we would love to do stuff. I would imagine our next wave we are going to be adding more to our merch store is going to be things like beanies, hoodies, and other stuff for the winter and colder season. But yeah, thank you for the question. So thank you guys for asking all of those wonderful questions, and thank you for listening into the recap stream. And again, congratulations to our 3 winners that won those free t-shirts. Would you like to take us away, Frooks, and let our wonderful viewers watching?
Thank you very much. There we go. See, I'm being taken away. Thank you very much, everyone. For joining the recap stream, and thank you very much, for like buying like our shirts and supporting the platform. And congratulations again, to the winners. I hope like everybody will kind of enjoy the shirt, and we'll see you next month. And also like like around like sorry, and we also like. We have like a number of like office hours, so like if you have like a bunch of questions, for moderation team, content team, and other parts of the team, like we're hosting office hours in our Discord. Check out like when the nearest one is. You can answer like lots of questions there as well. So thank you very much, and see you at the next stream or in-game or whenever.
Thanks for watching today's stream. Thank you again. Au revoir. Yes, have to end it with fireworks.